Nazim Claytor had just turned 3 January 26, 2020. Just after midnight on April 10, 2020, life changed forever for the family members of Nazim Claytor. Brittany Claytor, Nazim's mother, was preparing to take a friend home. They had just put Nazim in the back seat and were getting ready to leave when another vehicle drove up and a rapid series of shots were fired. Brittany's first move was to protect her son. She ducked and dodged as bullets missed her. She managed to get the back door open and was able to get over top of Nazim. But Nazim had already been hit twice, once through the heart. Her friend sitting in the front seat was hit 3 times, but survived. Brittany flagged down patrolling police officers and took them to the vehicle where Nazim had been shot. 3-year-old Nazim died later that morning at Roanoke Memorial Hospital. Making him the youngest gun violence victim in Roanoke in 2020.
It's been just over a year since a 3-year-old boy was shot and killed in Southwest Virginia. And tonight, that boy's grandmother is speaking out, begging for the person or people responsible to come forward. WDBJ7's Ashley Bowles is live tonight outside of the police department. So, Ashley, when you spoke to Nazim's grandmother, what message did she have for this community?
Well, Robin, the message that she has is just that she wants someone to come forward, or multiple people. If there are multiple people, right now there are very few answers, and that's causing a lot of issues for investigators. She also told me exactly what she remembers of her only grandson. We do want to warn you that some of the details may upset some of our viewers. Just after midnight on April 10th, 2020, life changed forever for family members of Nazim Claytor.
My daughter was going to take a friend home, and someone just pulled up and just completely sprayed the car.
Inside a car on Chapman Avenue was 3-year-old Nazim. According to Holdren, Brittany, Nazim's mother, was getting out of the car when the shots went off. Brittany's first move was to protect her son.
She was ducking and she managed to get the back door back open, and she was able to get over top of Nazim, but Nazim had already been hit twice.
Nazim died shortly after being taken to the hospital, making him the youngest victim of gun violence in Roanoke in 2020. A year later, and there are still no answers in the case.
While we are always confident that we will be able to solve such a terrible case such as that, we continue to work every day very hard.
According to Chief Sam Roman, investigators are frustrated. So are Holdren and her daughter.
Someone there knows something, and they should speak up, because just like they didn't care what they did to my grandson, they could turn around and do this to your family. And I hope it's on their conscience. I hope it eats them up every single night.
We want to make sure that we do everything we possibly can to solve that case, and we won't stop doing that. If that's next week, next month, next year, or next decade, we will continue to work that case until we bring successful prosecution.
Now, the pictures that you just saw on your screen of Nazim, those were shared with us from Treva. She wanted to make sure that the community knows what this little boy looks like. She shared with me that he loves sour cream and onion potato chips, that he loves Spider-Man, and you can just see how much his family misses him. As always, Robin, if anyone has any tips that could help our PD, there are hotlines that you can both text and call, and you can remain anonymous.
Yep, we need some information on that story. All right, Ashley, with that sad update, we appreciate it. Thank you.
Brittany Claytor grieves for her son Nazim Claytor at his gravesite at Old Dominion Memorial Gardens in Cloverdale. Treva Holdren Wright and her daughter Brittany Claytor, mother of Nazim, console one another. Brittany Claytor being consoled by her best friend Desi Wade at Nazim's memorial gathering. And at the grave marker, amid pinwheels and a plaque that read, "Your wings were ready, but our hearts were not," stood an action figure of Spider-Man, his arms extended, his wrists cocked, ready to throw a web and perhaps to catch a criminal. The letter-shaped balloons floated skyward in an alphabet of grief as the family mourned the still unsolved death of Roanoke toddler Nazim Claytor. Mixed among balloons spelling out the boy's first name were more shaped like numeral 3, Nazim's age.
a lighter. No.